Hey everyone, this is Kristen from KristenCoaching.com. Thank you so much again for joining me for this video today. And the topic of this video has to do with communication exercises for couples and why that is so important in your relationship. And before we dive into all of this wonderful information, I want to please remind all of you to subscribe to my YouTube page if you haven't already, and you'll get notified every time I make a new video. So basically, healthy communication and effective communication, again, it's a core foundation to any healthy, happy relationship. You have to know how to effectively communicate with one another and express your feelings. Otherwise, distance happens and a sense of even distrust can happen in a relationship because you're not sure what the other person is thinking or feeling, and that creates a lot of doubts and worries and fears and anxieties, and we eventually don't trust our other halves because we don't know what's going on with them, and we're doing a lot of guessing game stuff, and we don't want to do that. We want to make sure that our communication is on point because it allows us to have that sense of connection with one another and being able to get on the same page. So that being said, there's a lot of communication exercises for couples, and in this video I'm going to talk about a few of them, and we'll discuss why they're important and how to do it, okay? And so the first step of a communication exercise is going to be active listening. It can also be known as reflective listening. And I do have another video that I talked about reflective listening in, so please feel free to click on that because it gives also more information on what it is. But in this situation, active listening is basically your ability to be in tune with what your significant other is saying to you. So it is a way to understand one another and show your partner that you are understanding them through effective communication. So basically, it's a way to listen to what your other partner is saying and not putting your own personal opinions and kind of biases in the mix. It's a way to be able to say, I'm hearing that you are frustrated with what's going on for you right now. That must be really hard. It's just a way to acknowledge their emotions and their feelings and show them that you get that. A lot of times when our partners can talk to us, we can just kind of nod our head and go, that sucks, But when we do active and reflective listening, it is a way to show our partners that we're hearing them and show that we're on the same page. And that can be really validating and really increase that sense of connection between you and your partner. So again, with any type of communication exercise for couples, it's going to take practice. So practice self-listening, self-reflection, and active listening skills to your partner, because the more you do it, the easier it will be. So be able to reflect back what they're saying and show them that you understand. And then another exercise tool for couples has to do with expressing your emotions. And please feel free to click on the link below again because I have another video that talks about the importance of expressing your emotions. But basically, we're going to discuss it a little bit today because, again, it's another effective communication tool to use with your other half. Like I said in the beginning of this video, you have to tell your significant other how you are feeling, what's going on in your mind. It's a way to kind of break down any type of barriers or things that you're blocking from your significant other and open up. When we have that effective communication going on in relationships, again, it really creates that sense of closeness that we want with our partners, and we want our partners to understand us. We want to understand our other halves. So really being able to communicate that and let them know just your mental state and your emotional state as much as you can is just really important, because again, there's no guessing games that goes on. There's no, oh God, my partner never talks about how he or she feels, and it's really frustrating, because it can be frustrating when we don't know what our significant other is thinking or feeling, and we feel emotionally blocked. And I don't want that for you, and I don't want that for your relationship. So make sure that you are expressing your emotions as well as your significant other. And again, you're able to get on that same page and feel that sense of connection between you guys. And then also, When it comes to communication, engaging in a positive dialogue is really important. I think a lot of times we can kind of focus on the negative aspects of life, and a lot of times negativity in a conversation comes up. So when you're communicating with your other half, especially it may be disagreements or conflicts, to be as positive as possible in the dialogue is really, really important. And again, I think we can really stray towards negativity. I think it's really easy to do, but kind of putting a positive spin and knowing that things are going to be okay and being able to kind of communicate that and just be like, hey, you know, we're gonna get through this together. I know we can do this. That really just lightens up the mood a lot, and it just lightens up the situation and the intensity of it. And I understand not every single conversation is necessarily maybe appropriate to always put a positive spin or always easy to put a positive spin. But I think if you try, you'll notice that the majority of conversations you are able to at least make at least one comment that is looking on a positive note. So just keep that in mind and being able to kind of put some positive energy into it, and, appreciating your other half in communication. Hey, I'm really liking how you're doing this in life, or I'm really appreciating you doing this. Even if you're talking about something hard, you're able to talk about something positive along with that. So it's just able to put both of you in a good mood and bring defense mechanisms down that might be going on. And then the last communication exercise for couples that are really effective is not putting down each other in conversation. So avoid any type of insults or disrespect or, hostility and aggression in your tone of voice and in your conversation. When we don't put each other down, that helps because the defenses aren't going to be there, and getting to the root of your communication is going to be a lot faster if we're not saying things that are causing emotional walls to come up. So just check in with yourself, because I know it's really easy sometimes to say things that might be rude because you're feeling frustrated or you're feeling angry, and sometimes going towards a rude comment can be pretty easy. But it's important to just check with yourself before you say anything and be like, hey, is my comment that I'm about to say helpful for this situation? Is this going to get us to our goal of this conversation? And honestly, it really never does. Put downs are never going to get you to your goal. So be nice to each other, respect each other, don't insult each other. And you'll notice that using these communication tools, you're going to be able to talk a lot more freely and openly and have dialogues between you guys that is a lot more positive, and you're going to feel, again, an increase in your connection between you guys. So I definitely encourage you to practice these communication skills and tools, and let me know how that goes for you. And I'll be happy to answer any questions you have, and I'd love to know any comments you have on this video, just to see if it works for you or if it didn't, and what struggles you're having. Let's talk about it. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you guys next time. I look forward to it. Bye-bye.